Welcome to the GCSE Maths Advantage. I'm Dr. James Carter, and every episode I'm going to break down one topic, show you where the marks are, and give you a quick win you can use in your next exam. Whether you're targeting a grade 7 or pushing for a 9. Let's get into it.
Hook. This one inequality cost more marks than almost any other on last year's papers. Candidates wrote the right numbers, but the wrong answers. They forgot one step and lost whole marks. If you hear nothing else today, learn this. A sign table fixed most of those scripts. Sound familiar?
Section 1. The concept. A single routine that always works. Start by rewriting the inequality so everything is on one side and 0 is on the other. Why? Because then you can treat the expression like a function and find where it changes sign. Step 2. Factor fully. Step 3. Find the critical points, the values that make any factor 0. Step 4. Make a sign table across those points and test one value from each interval. That tells you exactly where the expression is positive or negative. Here's why each step matters. Putting 0 on one side reveals where the expression actually crosses the axis. Factoring isolates the factors that flip sign, and the sign table turns the algebra into a quick yes or no check for each interval.
Let's make that concrete with a short example you can follow in your head. Solve x minus 3 times 2x plus 1 greater than 0. Step 1. It's already on one side. Step 2. Factors are visible. X minus 3 and 2x plus 1. Critical points are x equals 3 and x equals minus 1/2. Place those on a line. Left of minus 1/2, between minus 1/2 and 3, and right of 3. Now pick test values. X equals minus 1, x equals 0, x equals 4. Evaluate signs. At x equals minus 1, x minus 3 is negative. 2x plus 1 is negative. Negative times negative gives positive, so the left interval is positive. At x equals 0, factors are negative and positive, giving negative. At x equals 4, both factors positive, giving positive. We want greater than 0, so the solution is x less than minus 1/2 or x greater than 3. Write it as minus infinity minus 1/2 u 3 infinity. That's the routine. Simple, repeatable, and exam-friendly.
A quick note on equalities. If the inequality is greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to, you include the critical point when that factor equals 0, but only if that factor appears in the numerator of a simplified rational expression, and it isn't cancelled by the denominator. Always check whether a critical point is allowed by the original expression's domain. That's where many marks disappear in exam scripts.
Section 2. The exam technique. Show your method so you bank marks. Examiners award method marks for the setup, M1 for moving everything to one side or showing the inequality as an expression compared with 0, M1 for factoring or identifying critical points, M1 for evaluating interval signs, and A1 for the final correct inequality. For a typical 4-mark question, you will often see M1, 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 A1. If you miss factoring but write the correct critical points from solving the quadratic formula, you can still earn a method mark, so write the steps you used, even partial algebra. Write it down, don't just think it.
Common ways marks are lost: not showing the sign table, cancelling factors without stating domain restrictions, or forgetting to flip inequalities with negative multipliers in chain steps. Examiners don't read your mind. They award marks for evidence. If you set up the sign table clearly, label your intervals with critical points, and tick the intervals you accept, you'll be turning uncertain working into bankable marks. Here's where the marks are, and here's how to get them.
Section 3. The quick win. A 10-second checklist you can use under pressure. 1. Move everything to one side and set equal to 0. 2. Factor fully and list critical points. 3. Sketch a sign table and test one value in each interval. 4. Decide whether to include endpoints by checking the original inequality and domain.
5. Substitute your final answer back into the original inequality to check. This takes 10 seconds and catches most errors. Don't skip the check.
Memory prompt to avoid flipping errors. If you ever multiply or divide an inequality by a negative, write a quick note on paper, flip if negative, and draw an arrow. Under stress, you'll see the reminder and avoid the classic sign flip loss. Another tiny tip. For rational inequalities, mark in your sign table where the denominator is 0 as not allowed. Those points can separate intervals, but are never included, even if they make the numerator 0.
Worked example and practice. Let's run a short quadratic inequality together. I'll walk you through and then give you a practice prompt. Solve x squared minus 5x plus 6 less than or equal to 0. Step 1. Move to one side. Already done. Step 2. Factor. X minus 2 multiplied by x minus 3 less than or equal to 0. Critical points. X equals 2 and x equals 3. Intervals. X less than 2, 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3, x greater than 3. Test a value in each interval. X equals 1 gives positive times negative equals negative. X equals 2.5 gives positive times negative equals negative. X equals 4 gives positive times positive equals positive. We want less than or equal to 0. So where is the expression negative or 0? Between 2 and 3 inclusive. So the solution is 2, 3. Write that clearly and underline that both endpoints are valid because they make the expression 0.
Now a quick chained inequality to try. Solve minus 1 is less than x minus 1 over 2 is less than or equal to 3. Pause the podcast if you want to try it now. If you're still listening, I'll guide you quickly. Multiply the entire chain by 2, but note you are multiplying by a positive number, so no flipping needed. That gives minus 2 is less than x minus 1 is less than or equal to 6. Add 1 to all parts. Minus 1 is less than x is less than or equal to 7. So x is greater than minus 1 and less than or equal to 7. Minus 1, 7. Remember to check domain and whether any step needed a flip. Putting that quick reminder on your page saves marks.
Recap in one sentence. Find critical points. Make a sign table. Test intervals and check endpoints. That's your routine for reliable marks. Let that sink in.
That's your quick win for today. If this helped, share it with a friend who's revising. You'll find a printable sign table sheet, worked solutions, and a practice pack at jcacademyonline.co.uk. Visit the link in the show notes to grab the downloadable practice questions and a teacher-parent script to support revision. Stay curious.
That's your quick win for today. If this helped, share it with a friend who's revising. You'll find more worked solutions and revision resources at jcacademyonline.co.uk. Until next time, trust the process and nail that exam. Stay curious.